What is a logical partition in disk partitioning? Imagine you're organizing a large filing cabinet. You want to keep different types of files separate but still stored on the same physical drawer. That's similar to what a logical partition does on a computer. When you set up a hard drive, you need to divide it into sections called partitions. These partitions help the operating system organize data and make it easier to find files. In older systems like the master boot record, a disk can only have up to 4 primary partitions. To create more, one of those primary partitions is turned into an extended partition. Think of the extended partition as a container or folder that can hold many smaller sections called logical partitions. These logical partitions are like individual folders inside the main folder. Logical partitions act as separate storage units on the same physical disk. The operating system sees each logical partition as a different drive, with its own file system and drive letter. For example, one logical partition might store your documents, another your media files, and another your applications. This setup makes it easier to organize and manage data. You can create logical partitions using tools like disk management in Windows or command line utilities, such as fdisk or parted in Linux. These tools let you specify the size of each logical partition, which can range from a few megabytes to hundreds of gigabytes depending on your needs. For example, you might create a logical partition of 50 gigabytes for your media library and another of 20 gigabytes for backups. Logical partitions are especially useful if you want to set up multiple operating systems on one disk. You can install one OS on a primary partition and use logical partitions for data or additional systems. Keep in mind, in systems using the newer GID partition table, or GPT, there is no need for extended or logical partitions because GPT allows for many primary partitions directly. In summary, a logical partition is a subdivision within an extended partition on a physical disk. It allows you to have more than 4 partitions on an MBR disk and helps keep your data organized. These partitions are created and managed through disk partitioning tools and are mainly used for data storage, multi-boot setups, or when working with older systems. Even though newer systems prefer GPT, logical partitions still play a role in many legacy and specific multi-boot environments.